So I had a question, and I appreciate you guys asking me questions in my comments. Thank you guys. Plug it. Drop your questions down here. Doesn't matter what it is. Give me some content to make, right? When you ask me questions to make these videos, a lot easier to record. So one of the questions I had in one of my previous videos was individual who said he had like a website company and that he got off to like a fast start and then he kind of stopped it, and now he's in a position where he wants to do some other things, but he just can't muster up the motivation to get it done. He's procrastinating. He wants to know why that is, and I gave him basically two sets of advice, right? I said, hey, either it's A, right? The two fundamental reasons, the two steps or the two causes of procrastination is one of these two things. Number one, you don't like what the fuck you're doing. As simple as that. You don't enjoy it, so you'll put it off as long as you can until you can't put it off no longer and nothing get done, right? So I said, hey, was websites something that you wanted to do? And chances are it's not, because if it was, you'd be doing it, right? So that's the cause, for those of you wanting to start your business. Make sure in the beginning you plan out, right? So I've left my job, and for this whole week, I've just been in my room. As you can see, I have a whiteboard over here. Let me show it for you guys. Right there, I have a whiteboard over here somewhere. And for my first week, I was just planning out what it is that I want to do, because I know the biggest mistake that you could ever make is getting, going down the rabbit hole, doing something that you really don't want to do, making a lot of money, and then putting yourself in a position where you can never leave it because you have bills to pay, right? So for this whole week, I've just been brainstorming, okay, Andrew, what it is that you want to do. What's the 18-month plan, the 5-month goals, the 15-year vision? And then now I'm as next week approaches, I'm just basically reverse engineering, like, okay, what can I do today in order to hit those goals, visions, and things that I want for myself. So make sure that you guys are finding it is and going down the path that you want to go. And a question that I've often get asked is, how do I find out what I want to do? And the answer to that is simple. You just have to do a lot of things. Right? I remember when I dropped out of school, what is that, a year and a half ago? The first thing I did, I went on Craigslist and I said, okay, these are about 5 or 7 things I'm interested in. Let me get a job or internship or just experiment with all of them. So I applied for all of them, and next thing you know, I was doing this job for a day, this job for a week, this job for, a couple of days. And after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks on the job, you realize, okay, this is something I want to do or not really. So sometimes you just have to put in the time in order to figure out if it's something that you want to do. And I know it may seem like you're wasting time, because who wants to work at a job for a month in order just not to do the job anyway, just to figure out that you don't want to do it? But in order to get that guidance and get that clarity and get that vision solid, you need to put in that time. And hopefully you're 18 years old doing this. Hopefully you're 20 years old doing it. And even if you're older, 30, 40, experiment. That's all. Like, I can't tell you, nobody could tell you what you want to do. You just have to do stuff and be like, okay, I hate this, I like this, well, I love that. That's where I'm going to go. So that's one. And number two, I said, do you have a team, right? Procrastination is caused when you're probably doing a little bit too much, right? If you're doing too much, you're going to wake up later and be like, oh man, I have 15 things to do, 20 things to do today. Let me watch this, let me kind of get mentally prepared, and the next thing you know, you're not doing it. So those are two things, man. Those are basically the two things that cause procrastination. It's either A, you don't like it, or B, you have too much to do. So I made a video, I think, before this, depending on when I release these videos, saying that no successful person or nobody who's done a lot of things didn't have a team. So unless you have a team, then it'll be a lot harder. So that's my advice to you. Figure out what you want to do. Test, experiment with a lot of things. Then make sure you're doing the things that you have passion in. And then once you get to a level where, okay, it's too much things are coming on your plate, then you have to be a real entrepreneur and a real boss and go from actually providing the services to managing people who are providing the services and actually working on your business instead of in your business. So that's my advice for you on how to stop procrastination. So make sure you leave in those comments below. Thank you guys for who've been following my rules. That's my only rule I have of this YouTube channel. Leave me some motherfucking questions so we can keep it going. So I look forward to helping you guys more. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Depending if you leave questions or not. Nah, but actually I'm going to actually start recording me going around selling my activities, showing you guys what I'm doing with my agency work. So it's not only going to be questions and answers, it's always going to be me showing you my journey as I take steps into the entrepreneurship world. So I'm excited, and gotta make sure I'm shaving for these videos. My barber gonna get a lot of money now, thanks to you guys. So I'll see you soon.